then you form a partnership with your success. And most individuals, the reason you're not as successful as you want to be is because you're afraid of success. You're afraid of what success is going to bring. There's a certain level of success everywhere we all want, we can all handle. But you know what happens when you become more successful, what happens? The pressure starts to mount. The pressure starts to mount. The voices around you start to grow. Let me tell you something about pressure. Pressure is a privilege. It is a freaking privilege. The best individuals thrive under pressure. They look for pressure situations. Pressure defines who we're not and who we are and who we're not. But it also defines who we can become. If somebody puts you under a pressure situation, that means they believe in you. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? And you know how you handle pressure is you put yourself under pressure situations under a daily basis. The only difference between pressure and stress is pressure you decided not to deal with. And we have pressure every single day. We have pressure every single day. So if you deal with that pressure every single day, the likelihood of it turning into stress is less. But if you don't deal with pressure every single day, it turns into stress. And you know what happens when it turns into stress? You stop believing in yourself. You stop gambling on yourself. You have so many times. Now, we have so many ways. How many individuals in here have placed a bet, whether in Vegas or one of the sport bets things? Raise your hand. I'm not here to judge you. I used to be a bookie back in the days. You're so willing to bet on somebody else and sit there and watch intensely for a success that you have no control over, and you feel pressure, and you're yelling at the TV set or wherever you're at, but you won't bet on yourself. When was the last time you bet on yourself? When was the last time you bet on yourself? Everything. When I started with my clients, every situation that you have to attack, every situation that you have to win, it always starts with doubt. It always starts with doubt. You think when I walked into my client's house and sat down and presented this to them, presented my plan to make them a better athlete, physically, mentally, like, man, who in the hell is this guy? Who in the hell is this? When I started working for Kobe, one of the reporters asked him, hey, he goes, I heard you hired MJ's guy. You know, he goes, what do you think about it? He goes, he ain't done shit for me yet. He goes, ask me at the end of the year. You can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. You gotta go do it. You gotta go do it. So many people like to talk about their reputation, and now it's so easy with social media. Hell, you can put anything on there. I know the guy, literally knows the guy, he owns a plane. When his plane is sitting at the airport, when it's sitting in the hangar, you know what he does? He leases it out to social media influencers to allow them to take pictures on the plane. He said, well, he has literally a plan. You come in, you can take a picture on the plane, I can have the food set up for you. He has a little pricing package in there. You want a pilot standing by, somebody that's dressed for you, what kind of food you want in there, we'll get the engines revved up. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because, what are you faking? What are you faking? I'll give a great example. Everyone, pull your phones out. Go to your social media profile picture. None of you look that good. None of you look that good. I literally did a conference that there was a fan that said, hey, send me a message. So for my agent and business partner sitting somewhere in this audience, and she was like, you know, if you have a moment, I'd love to say hello to you. So, yeah, no problem. So I'm standing in line, checking in the hotel. This woman comes up to me and she's got a nice to meet you, Doc. Can I take a picture? No problem. I did that all. And my agent was like, she's laughing. She's kind of holding her laughter in and just got this big grin on her face. And she's like, you know who that was, right? I said, no, I don't know who that was. She goes, that's the individual that kept emailing, that kept sending you messages on social media. And I said, no, you gotta be kidding me. I literally took a picture and went up to that person. It was just like, I had to double check. That told me so much about that individual. That told me so much about that individual. Because what happens is that shield that we constantly look at all the time, that will say things to individuals, will text things, will comment on somebody's social media, your life. And this is extremely important. People ask, what's the key to success? First of all, it's not a key. It's a rusty combination lock where the numbers are all worn out. But here's the crazy part. Most individuals in here, you already have the first 2 digits of that combination lock. But that dial doesn't turn as easily. You can't see those numbers for that third one. And you know what the crazy part is? Once you get that third combination and that lock opens up, while you're busy celebrating, having a good time, that combination has already been changed. And now you got to earn all 3 numbers again. I can't put confidence inside of you. You know why? It's already there. I can't put greatness inside of you. You know why? It's already there. But for most individuals, that's exactly where it's going to stay. I can take your confidence. Other individuals can take your confidence. So if you're having an issue with being confident, you know exactly the moment where you decided to give someone permission to take your confidence. Because nobody can take something that's inside of you unless you give them permission. So if you have an individual or you know somebody that's lacking in confidence, remember when I talked about that chase? Unless you have confidence, you'll never be able to cross that finish line. And the next one, and the next one. So if you're lacking confidence, get it back. Because it's yours. You know exactly the moment when you decided to let somebody take it. You know exactly the moment when you gave somebody permission. You know the exact event when it happened. Go get it back. Go get it back. And then you have individuals, your family members, you have friends. And I talk about complaining when you complain to yourself. I'll give an example of this. Who's ever been to a happy hour? Raise your hand. Everyone's been to a happy hour. Ooh, exactly. You know, happy hour. Watered down drinks, bad food. Who hangs out at happy hour? Those miserable people. All they ever do is complain about their families, they complain about work, they complain about everything that's going on in their life. And they want to take you there and they call it happy hour. Who knows those individuals? Who knows those individuals that all they do is just constantly complain over and over? You just sit there and they just complain at you. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. And if you didn't raise your hand, you are that person. Complaining does nothing. It just digs the pit even further. It digs it even further. Everything you need is already inside. It is. You're just afraid to use it. You're just afraid to use it. There's nobody in this room that has a right to judge anybody else. They don't. And the people that are judging, the people that we have real estate people. All right, and I know you've heard this many times. The most valuable real estate is, between your ears. So, and it is. How many people in there are living rent-free in your real estate? How many people are in here? And when I talked about earlier about the combination, who has the key to your heart? Shouldn't. Who has a key to your emotions? Shouldn't. Who has a key to your actions? And shouldn't. Who has a key to your thoughts? And shouldn't. Take those keys back. Get rid of them. Make them combinations. And have those individuals, significant other, have those people that are most important to you. They have to earn those combinations. They have to earn those numbers every single day. I had to earn those numbers with my clients every single day. I still have to. That's how you keep up. That's how you keep up with everything that's changing in the world. That's how you keep up and exceed the competition. Could I have everybody stand up, please? Put your hands on your heart. Your heart, not anybody else's. We talked about we started this with superpowers in the beginning. When I talked about, that was your superpower that got you out there. This is another one of your superpowers. That heartbeat. That heartbeat. Understand something. That heartbeat is not promised. The next heartbeat is not promised to any individual in this room. Not a single individual in this room. So whatever your it is, go get it now. Go get it now. Because it has an expiration date. It has an expiration date. With each heartbeat, you have one less heartbeat to love. You have one less heartbeat for somebody to love you. You have one less heartbeat to succeed. You have one less heartbeat to share your success with somebody else. You have one less heartbeat to care about somebody. You have one less heartbeat for somebody to care about you. Be careful who you share those heartbeats with, because you can't get them back. It's the most valuable commodity you have, and it's with you all the time. It's with you all the time. I trained Kobe Bryant for 9 years. For 9 years, every single time I saw him, I told him we don't have time. Every single day I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong. So whatever your it is, go get it now. Go get it now. Each individual in this room, you gave me something. You gave me the most expensive commodity that you own, your heartbeats, for a full hour and some change. And most speakers make it about them. This event is not about me. This stage right now is not about me. It's about each individual in here. So with all my heartbeats, I want to thank you. Thank you, everyone.